This is a realistic what I've learned in my first month of creating content according to my journal in 2022, because I feel like all of those videos out there are so unrealistic and they tell you that you're gonna go viral in your first video that you post on TikTok, and in the first month of posting on TikTok you're gonna have 20,000 followers, and it's just so unrealistic. And most of that advice out there is so outdated because most of those people started in lockdown, and the situation and the algorithm on TikTok is such a different, always changing environment now in 2022. So this is what I've actually went through, and I'm sharing with you everything that I've learned, all of the numbers, all of the analytics, all of the raw emotions, how frustrated I am and how I was. And I'm here to tell you that you have to not give up, because it's just algorithm. Okay, let's get into it. And today I will tell you what I've learned in my first month, because it's November and I started in October. Actually, before we get into the video, hi, my name is Sara.Laska. I teach about self-love. Follow to be part of our self-love community because I help you love you. Let me tell you the backstory, why I even have this chance of doing social media for a whole year instead of going to school, write essays and this boring stuff. I am insanely blessed. So first of all, I study in England. So the university I go to is actually University of Portsmouth. I'm from the Czech Republic. There's an option of doing like a placement year where you can either find yourself a work placement, so you will be working the year, or you can figure out something like a business idea that you want to be doing for a whole year, and then you can do that instead of school. It works the way that you have 2 years of normal school in your bachelor's degree, then you have the placement year, and then you have your final year and dissertation. So I'm now in like the third year basically, and then there is like the final year. I am extremely lucky because last year when I was deciding what I'm going to do this year, I was thinking about doing this, but I was not really sure about it, and then I've decided to do it, and I came up with an idea of doing content because I wanted to become a content creator. They approved of it. Then I went to have my summer break and I broke my leg. I went to work part-time in Greece this summer and I was doing animation, and if anybody of you is familiar with that, you basically are there to entertain guests in the hotel because they come to the holidays, all-inclusive hotels, and they are bored. So you are there to entertain them, to play with them the volleyball, to do aqua gym, to have Zumba classes with them, just like joke around, mess around. It's a lot of sports. It's a great part-time job, don't get me wrong, but it's very exhausting and you can injure yourself quite easily. So that's what happened to me, because I'm also becoming a fitness instructor. I was having some of the dance classes and I fall, my kneecap dislocated, and then it took me a month to get back home, get the surgery, and now I am basically happy that I've decided to do the placement year, because otherwise I would have no idea how would I get back to England, because my knee is still not healed, so I still can't walk, and it's November now. So I'm glad that I've decided to do social media for a year and I can do this project instead of stressing around that. Yes, I knew before I was even going to Greece that I'm going to injure myself. It's actually the second time that this injury happened in Greece, so I feel like Greece is not meant for me, or I'm going there to just injure myself. Anyway, so before they approved of this idea, I had to come up with a plan for my year. The original plan is me now looking at it back is a little unrealistic because I'm already seeing a few things differently, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So I had planned to start in October and just like create my daily habits, because I know that for me daily habits works the best. So I have to do something every single day in order to get it done, and I have to get it under the skin. So like I cannot do it other way around. It has to be literally a habit in order for me to get it done. So that's what I put on the original plan for this year, for October. Then for November, I started to getting comfortable on camera, and maybe hitting 1K on TikTok. Now I know for certain that I'm not gonna be hitting 1K on TikTok. And you know why? It actually pisses me off, because all of those social media advice that you see on how to grow on TikTok is usually a little bit old, and it is not the same to grow on TikTok in 2022 as if it was in lockdown. It's very different, and a lot of people just don't know how to help you. A lot of the people are giving you just old advice that doesn't apply anymore. So yeah, that's my first disappointment. Let me actually tell you what I've achieved in my first month of creating content. So I actually started in September, but that was like the last day of September, so we don't count that. I've wrote what I've actually went through. September, I actually started 30th of September, set up everything, plus getting comfortable with camera. I was shocked because a lot of the people are talking about how you are like uncomfortable in front of camera, how you get shy and nervous, and that was not the case with me. I don't know, it maybe has to do something with the fact that I'm easily comfortable on camera, or I am incapable of imagining how many people is watching. I don't know what it is about me, but I'm not getting shy in front of camera, and I feel like it comes quite naturally to me. But it have not always been like that. You know what? I think the real reason behind it is my confidence, because and that I've healed from my anxiety, because it not always been like this. I was trying to talk to this as like a microphone, but I'm seeing that I'm not even like holding it. Anyways, so I think confidence and me overcoming my own anxiety helped me with this a lot. I've been struggling with that my whole life. So yeah. Anyway, so I recommend you to get over your anxiety and gain some confidence before you would want to start social media, because you would need that. You would need that. Yeah. Anyways, and I started posting a few videos in September. Now October, I started over after a few days. Oh yeah, because you know what? I could not decide how to name my profile. I know it sounds silly, but it took me literally a week. I started one, and then I was like, I don't like that. So I started another one. And now after 2 months, I'm like, I don't like this name. Maybe I wanna change it. Ding dong, nobody's there. I don't know. Why do I have the need that I want to change every 5 fucking days? Anyways, I was comfortable already talking to camera in October. I've learned how to edit. Well, it's not hard to edit TikToks, is it? But I'm now learning how to edit long form videos, because that's quite hard. And this is actually my 3rd YouTube video. Hello. I was reposting on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and Pinterest. And recently I actually started reposting on Facebook as well. Well, Facebook. You post on Instagram and then it automatically reposts on Facebook, so you don't really do anything on Facebook. I finally shared my story. You know what? I actually was scared of sharing my own story, and I don't know why. Because like I wasn't scared of being on camera, but something about sharing my own personal story and what like was happening to me and talking to the camera, that was scary to me for some reason. So after the whole month, I've gained 198 followers on TikTok. You see, some people after a month have like 50K. I don't understand how they do it, but obviously when they started in lockdown, it's much different now, because TikTok is more saturated now. But anyways, 64 subscribers on TikTok, 19 followers on Instagram, 3 followers on Pinterest, and 1 follower on Facebook. And the engagement of the last 30 days, so the overall reach that I had, on the overall number of views that I had, I've reached 84K people on TikTok, 73K on YouTube. That's a lot, but I was obviously reposting the TikToks. 32K on Instagram, 7.4K on Pinterest, and 258 views on TikTok. So sum up, it makes 197k total views. That's like the total reach, which is quite a lot. It's definitely a lot for me. And I actually started doing TikTok videos from like every single day of me recording what I've done in my diary and saying it out loud, because I feel like that's going to be helpful for some people as well. So I thought I might do every single month update as well. What I've actually learned in my first month of creating content is that you don't really need anything to start. I think it's more of a mental thing that you get ready, you prepare yourself to starting, and you need to start before you're ready, because your first video is going to be trash anyway. So you have to get them out in order to get the good juices flowing, if that makes sense. You have to be bad at something in order to get good at something. And what I would recommend is just like start practicing talking to camera, and don't be scared to share your story, because there's always somebody out there that needs to hear your story, because representation matters and we need to see real people with real stories, because we are a collective consciousness out here. So there is always going to be somebody who's going to relate to you, who is going through the same stuff as you are, and that needs to hear your whatever you have to say, because it's going to be so helpful for them. I'm not holding my mic, what the heck. And I guess I was so scared of starting because I felt like, why would I? And I was actually scared of like talking to camera. I was not scared of being on camera, but like I didn't know what to say as soon as like I pressed record. I was like, okay, what now? What's going on? You know, I didn't know how to say that. And my advice for you is that, oh, don't overthink it. Just post whatever you want to post. And TikTok is not that like deep. It's just fun little app. You can post whatever you want to post, and you would be surprised that like some videos do better, and those are the ones that you would never expect to do better. And you know what? I'm here to tell you the realistic advice, because I've always viewed all of those videos that would tell, oh my god, no, it's so easy. You can post like for 1 month and now you're like at 50k of followers. That's bullshit. Okay? I'm posting for 2 months now. You know, do you want to know how many followers I have? I have 300. I have 300 followers after 2 months of consistently posting 4 videos a day. And I think it's because for some reason TikTok views are so low at the moment. You can get like video that have 20 or 200 views, and that's all the video gets. And it's so frustrating that you just don't know what's wrong with the video, because there's nobody to tell you what's wrong with the video. And it almost feels like as if the algorithm didn't want to put out your video, because like it seems like people like it, people engage with it, but TikTok just don't want to push that video to more people for some reason. I use the 10% ratio to like guess if the video is good or not. It means that if you have, for example, 20 views and 2 people liked it, that means that it's okay. Just 10% of the viewers liked it. It means it's okay or a good quality video. And all of my videos just get to that level of passing the 10%, and they're just not being pushed by the algorithm. And I just gave up at this point. I'm over the algorithm. I gave up on that, and I don't stress with that anymore, because it just brings more frustration than you need. So I would recommend just not look at the engagement or the algorithm. Just fuck it. And also, don't feel like you can't repost your old videos, because we have like this stigma going on that we cannot post the same video again. Sometimes it takes the 3rd or the 4th post of the same video to get more engagement. Why don't you just post it again? Maybe change up a little bit something, cut off some few bits and pieces, change the first few seconds, and voila, It's going great. I have also advice for you. If you don't want your parents or your friends to find out, just pick a different name. And you can select to not like show your content to people in your contacts, and they're not gonna find out. That's what I did. I don't use my real name. My real name is actually sara.jindrova, and just a few little fraction of people in my close friends actually know that I'm doing content, and I don't want them to watch it if they don't want to watch this specific niche, because why would I? You don't have to promote yourself to your friends, because there's always people telling you that you have to promote yourself with your friends. You don't have to. Okay? Nobody's forcing you. You can do whatever the fuck you want. And as long as you're happy doing whatever you want, then there's nothing wrong. As long as you're not harming other people, obviously. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. So don't listen to that advice. If it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. Okay, that's simple. Very simple. If you found these tips helpful, give a thumbs up so I know that it helped at least somebody, and subscribe to be part of our self-love community. That's it. See ya.